What is going on, everyone? So today was a great day for quantum computer stocks, not so good day for the market. In fact, a pretty dang terrible day in the market overall, and we still saw a lot of strength in quantum stocks. So what does that mean for the future, near term, midterm, and long term? I want to just jump into Rigetti and D-Wave, who showed some promising signs today. We're going to go into a little bit of price analysis. I want to talk about macro and economic context so some market context is important because we can only go so far as the market allows. And if the whole market is struggling, then smaller cap companies tend to also follow the trend. So our key performers today were Rigetti and D-Wave, and we're going to go into some price analysis. We're going to look at the charts. We have the recent catalyst of the Microsoft news, which investors have digested. And when we opened this morning, we saw a lot of great volume. The market itself just dragged everything down, but we still ended the day with some really nice increases, which is a great sign for quantum stocks. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So right here, we have my watch list, kind of quantum stocks that I keep on my radar. We see that D-Wave QBTS was up 13% on the day. It's holding well above a $7 price. ARQQ, cybersecurity quantum play, which I think will become more and more important as quantum computers can break current RSA encryption methods, had a nice 6% day. Rigetti, 4%. QUBT, 1.6. AMGN, 1.2. And so on. And you see IonQ actually ended down 1% today. So let's take a look at the market in general. So this is one tool that I like to use. There's a couple different heat maps available online, and it just shows in a visual way. Okay, so I've marked the key on TradingView here just so it's really easy to see. The lighter red, the bigger sell-off. And obviously the story of the day was Wal-mart pulling the whole Dow Jones down. Costco, Amazon went with it, and they provided guidance that was less than ideal for Wall Street. And we can see in general across all the sectors, we saw a lot of selling pressure. So what does this mean when we have a market day like today where everything's red? Well, historically, quantum stocks have also been red, but today, quantum stocks, most of them were green at the end of the day. So when you look at the market context and the macro, what's going on in the wider market, it's pretty impressive that we see these quantum stocks ending in the green on a day that it's pretty impressive when you take a look at the S&P being down 0.43%, the Dow down 1%, sliding 450 points, the NASDAQ down 93 points or 0.47%, and even the Russell 2000, which is our small caps, was down almost 1%. So the market definitely got beat up today, but these quantum stocks did well. I want to specifically talk about Rigetti and IonQ. They're doing really well. And let's take a look at the chart and kind of see what the story was from the day. So we closed yesterday at $11. We opened above $12, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. We gapped up over $2. And then with the wider market conditions, with QQQ going down, with the Dow going down, we did see some sell-off. But in pre-market, the whole quantum stocks were definitely roaring. So we see that we land at this $11 point, and we closed yesterday at 11, which ended up being a support, and we bounce off of the support, and we have a nice little uptrend to the middle of the day. So we can see there was some nice uptrend. Overall on the day, Rigetti was up 4%. At one point, it was up much more than that, but this is the power of a macro environment that is not favorable to being bullish on smaller companies like this that are higher risk plays. So what we can learn from today's price action is investor sentiment in quantum stocks in these smaller companies like Rigetti and D-Wave is improving, and it looks like investors are wanting to move funds into these stocks. All right, now let's jump over to D-Wave. And I had a video a couple days ago when this was trading in the $5 range, and I said, this stock is on fire. If we look back at the last month, we are firmly in a significant uptrend. If we just go from bottom, we had some sell-off on this day, but we are on a nice uptrend with some upcoming catalysts. So we have earnings, and we have the QBTS conference, the Qubits conference that I'm personally attending. I'm hoping to bring back some good information for the channel and for you all. So let's dive into today's price action. As we can see, the month. So if we look at the month of price action, I'm going to remove my drawings so it's not distracting. We were sitting in more or less a channel for a good deal of time. And just now, we are starting to see some significant breakout, which means the stock has more room to run. If we zoom out even further, if we look at the 3-month chart, we can see that before the quantum crash, the stock was holding about a $10 position for many weeks. So it looks like QBTS wants to get back to its $10 position. And the signs are looking good. Let's check out. I always recommend looking at the RSA to see if we are overbought or oversold. So currently we're sitting right about the middle. We're not overbought, we're not oversold. Looks like in post, we're down just a little bit. But from the last week of price action, it is fairly safe to say that without any major negative catalysts, that this stock can continue this upward trend. So remember, this specific stock up 13% today had all of these gains on a day when the market in general performed really poorly. So imagine how Rigetti and IonQ and QBTS would have performed today if we had a good market day and good market conditions. As investors, we have to connect the dots. We have to read between the lines. It's not always clear what the numbers don't always paint the picture. Sometimes we have to look at the wider picture and make our own conclusions. And in this case, today, quantum showed a lot of strength in a pretty poor overall market. I want to conclude today. If you were interested in investing in quantum stocks, I've had a couple friends who have sent me messages like, what quantum computer company do I invest in? Well, that's why I built the quantumbull.com/invest. I have a leaderboard here with my top 8 quantum stocks. Currently, number 1 is Microsoft, 2 IBM, 3 Google, 4 IonQ, 5 D-Wave. I've got the ticker symbols Rigetti, ARQQ, and Honeywell. So please jump over to thequantumbull.com/invest. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this content. I am just a small channel on YouTube trying to grow and add value to the quantum computer conversation. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like if I've earned it, and subscribe if you're interested in more content like this. Have a great day.